How y'all doing? Hope everybody good. I wanted to drop in and give y'all a quick video. Today's video, I want to talk about tracking your income and expenses and why it's so important. So, with most people, they can tell you how much money they make pretty easily. If you work a job, you get your paycheck, you look at your pay stub, and you get your net income. But that's just one half of the picture. Most people can't tell you how much money they spend, like to the exact number every month, and that could be very problematic. We know the big bills, you know how much your rent is, you know how much your car payment, but past that, it's pretty blurry. So like how much money you spend on food each month, how much money you spend on clothes, groceries, the little miscellaneous bills, that could really add up, and most people don't realize how much they spend. They have a general idea, but they don't really know. So that's why tracking your income and expenses comes in really important, because you can know down to the T, like the exact number of how much you're spending. Like you looking at the numbers visually, and they're not lying to you. And this is the first step with, we're talking about trying to build wealth, like financial clarity, like looking at our actual financial picture. How much are we able to save every month? Where is our spending going? Is it going to the right areas, things of that nature? And let me see what I got. Yeah, you want financial clarity. And tracking your income and expenses also helps with what we call lifestyle inflation. So the more money a person makes, usually it's the more money a person spends. And once again, that could be problematic as well. So you have a person that might be living check to check, and they're like, okay, I need some more money. So they go out and get another job. And when they get that other job, they look up a few months later and they still have no money, and they wonder why. It's because naturally they weren't tracking that they're spending to begin with. So when you blindly spending, that money is going to go wherever it wants to go. So when you can visibly see, okay, I increased my income, I got more money to play with, hopefully I'm being intentional and I'm putting that money towards savings. I'm not just putting that extra money towards spending. And another reason why tracking our income and expenses is really important is because we want to know our monthly expense number. So you remember last video was talking about our emergency fund, and we say 3 to 6 months of monthly expenses. If we don't know how much we spend in a month, how are we gonna know how much to save? So we want to know how much our monthly expense number is. And you got a couple ways I'm gonna show y'all a couple ways to do that. You got a manual way that you could do it. So this is Google Sheets. Let me make my thing look. So this is Google Sheets. If you have a Gmail, you can basically, if you have a Gmail, you can sign in to Google Sheets. Let me see real quick. Give me 1 second. If you have a Gmail, you can sign in to Google Sheets. And basically what you would do is you could come in and start a new template. So it's already a pre-made template in its monthly budget, and you would click on that. And basically how you do it, you can do it each month where you could track your income and expenses. So you got your starting balance, how much you have saved. And then you got your expenses on this side, and then you got your income on this side. So basically how you would do it is you would type out your monthly expenses. So you got food, we could do monthly bills, what else? We got groceries, got gas, just type out all your monthly expenses. And then you type out your ways you make your money. So you can put your job, let's say you work at I don't know, let's say you work at Verizon, or let's say you DoorDash on the side. So not your money, your monthly income. And then you can you budget with it as well. So, and you leave the actual column, it'll fill in itself, and you leave the differential column, it'll fill in yourself, and you can put how much you plan on spending each month. So let's say I'm gonna spend $300 on food this month. My monthly bills, let's say that's $1,500. Let's say my groceries, I spend $300, gas, let's say that's $75, and you just keep going down from there. And your actual, like I said, to fill in, but you want to keep your differential in the plus, because that means you didn't go over your budget. And the same over here, like you got an idea how much you plan on spending. And basically what you would do is throughout the month, you would come to transactions. So let's say 4/1, or let's say it's May 5/1, 2026. Let's say I went Chick-fil-A, I spent $15. You put the description, and you put the category as food. Let's say I got paid that same day. So every time you get paid, you put how much you got paid. We'll work at Verizon, category, boom. And then every time you spend money, you put, and basically you do that throughout the month. And what it'll do is it'll fill in itself. So you see how I spent $15 at Chick-fil-A, and now it's actual, and then I got paid actual. So you just keep doing it throughout the month. And what you'll do is at the end of the month, you can see your financial picture. So how much you was able to save. You started out with 1,000 saved. You see your end balance. You see how much you at all your expenses. You see how much you made. So like I said, it can help you visibly see. And this is a manual way to do it. Basically, I still use this to today. Basically, like every day or two, I just come in, go through my bank transactions, and I just fill them in here. And it's pretty easy to do if you just usually spend your money with a card. But let's say, for example, if you don't, or let's say, for example, if you, I'm trying to think. Oh, my bad. I had a brain fart. Let's say, for example, if you use cash, you want to also track those cash expenses as well. Like, you want to track every dollar. So if you use cash a lot, making sure you tracking your cash expenses as well. But facts, if you use cash a lot, you want to track those expenses as well. But this is a manual way to do it. I also want to show y'all. You got plenty of apps out here, which you got like Rocket Money, with a Copilot, different apps you can use. I just started using Monarch about a week or two ago, and that one is a little bit more where you can automate it. So you link your bank accounts, you can link your investments accounts, and it could do all your tracking for you. You can see like your budget and stuff. So they got you obviously tracking like you, but this one a little bit more detailed in the sense you can see a full net worth as far as all your accounts. You can link your credit score. You could you could do budgeting, and you could do planning. So this one a little bit more detailed, and it does cost, is looking at around, well, they say they give you 30% off your first year. So about $8 a month. Like I said, I just started using it about a week or two ago, and it's been smooth with me so far. Like, say you don't want to manually track all your transactions because it could be tedious, you could get an app like Monarch, and it can manually do it for you. I'm going to link my referral code below. It should give you a couple dollars off monthly, and it'll help me out too. So if you want to try Monarch, you can click the link below. Like I said, I just started using it. It's been cool for me. But there's plenty of apps you can use, but I think you should at least be doing it manually or using the app, however you want to do it. And just realizing, like, it might not seem like a lot, but I think you should at least try it. A lot of people don't want to do the basics as far as when it comes to budgeting and tracking expenses and income, but I think it could help, and being intentional with it. Don't just track your income and expenses just to track them. Like, actually look at your behaviors and see where you can improve off of them. But if I do have any questions, please reach out. I just gave y'all some refresher videos for the day. Like I said, I'm going to link below for Monarch. If you do want to try it, click the referral link and help both of us out. If y'all have any questions, please reach out to me. Y'all stay blessed.